For our latest custom PC build, we took inspiration from some of the more colorful interpretations of the apocalypse, including games like Rage 2 and Borderlands 3. Combining bright lights, vibrant colors, rusted metal, and pure gaming power, we put together a machine fit for the wasteland. This is the Neon Apocalypse PC. Built by Newegg in partnership with Corsair, EK Waterblocks, Asus, and Intel. We went further than just RGB lighting and colored coolant. This is a fully custom gaming setup, spec'd out to take on whatever the post-apocalyptic world can throw at it. We started with the Crystal Series 570X case from Corsair. It's an all-around solid chassis, but we chose it specifically for the design of its side panels, which fit nicely with our plans for a custom metal exterior. These metal panels were designed with CAD software, then cut to our specifications. We then treated the metal with a solution of hydrogen peroxide, vinegar, and salt to get a rusted, distressed look. They lay perfectly over the 570X's tempered glass panels, giving us exactly that end-of-the-world vibe we were going for. With the case ready for action, we started working inside. We really wanted to emphasize color, and that meant as much liquid cooling as we could fit in the case. The 570X is a little on the smaller side for a dual loop system, especially one using 280mm radiators, but with some creative installation, we made it work. We have two liquid cooling loops, both with EK coolant, Laguna Yellow for the Intel i5-9600K CPU cooling loop, and electric purple coolant to keep our Asus Strix 2070 GPU running at ideal temperatures. By the way, that 9th gen Intel CPU is living in an Asus TUF Z390 Pro gaming motherboard. We used EK Waterblocks cooling tech for this entire custom loop, including two reservoirs and pumps, a Vector GPU and a Velocity CPU cooling block, both with Asus Aura Sync, and EK's PETG tubing. With our GPU and CPU ready to go, we turned our attention to airflow. We installed 4 Corsair LL Series 140mm RGB fans, and one 120mm fan to keep temperatures in the case down. We also dropped in a Corsair Lighting Node Pro Kit, which not only adds some extra RGB flair in the form of LED strips, but allows us to make sure everything Corsair is properly synced for full RGB control. We went with 32GB of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM to take advantage of our lighting setup, alongside 480GB of Intel Optane 900p NVMe storage so we wouldn't have to deal with lengthy load times. To juice up our Neon Apocalypse and make sure our dual cooling loop and RTX GPU had enough power, we went with the Corsair RMX Series 750W modular power supply. The PSU had to be modular, because we wanted to take customization even further by manually sleeving our own power cables to keep that bright color scheme front and center. It took some time, but the results speak for themselves. Last up, we had to make sure we could capture all the end-of-the-world action we were experiencing, so we installed an Elgato HD60 Pro PCIe capture card that allows us to stream and record in 1080p at 60 frames per second. Between the custom metal sheeting exterior, bright cooling loops, and the emphasis on color throughout, we ended up with something truly unique. This is a PC that would be right at home alongside the bandits, mutants, and robots that gaming has taught us to expect from the apocalypse. Check out the product links below to put together your own end-of-the-world build, and even enter for a chance to win this one-of-a-kind machine.